You can record sick time for an individual simply by going to their time card and posting the time one line at a time individually in the time card. Or you could use the function's batch post time card feature. And there are two different ways you can post in batch post time card. We'll show you both of those. The first example, I'll just show you posting a single line for an employee, in this case Gomez Adams. I'm going to say that on the 18th of July, which is a Monday, he was out for a sick day. So I'll use the pay code here of sick time. His normal work area is the bus van. We'll choose that. And here we're going to choose Monday, July 18th. And his time in, because I want a total of 8 hours, I'm going to make his time in at 8 a.m. And his time out on that day will be at 4 p.m. And save that. And now we have one sick day recorded for him on Monday the 18th from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And that means he's used 8 hours on that day. I can see that reflected in the Benefits tab for this employee. When I go to the Benefits tab and look under Used, I'll see the day I just posted right there. 8 hours have been used. Using the Batch Post Time Card feature, we have a couple of different ways we can post time. If you'd like to simply post time absent for anyone absent today or perhaps yesterday, one day at a time, you can always use the primary work area. Set your date back to the date you're looking at. Say last week we were trying to catch up. I'll begin on Monday, the 25th of July, and that will also be our day that we're going to post, same date. This date is anybody employed as of this date. This date is the actual date we're posting in the time card. I'm going to use primary work area as their work area, and the pay code will be sick time. My time in will be 8 a.m. and time out to 4 p.m. This gives us a total of 8 hours of sick time that we're going to post. When I click Next, I'll see all of my employees. For any employee that was sick on the 25th, that would be July 25th, I can just check that employee's checkbox. So, for example, Wayne Van Horn and Amy Collins were sick on that day. I can just click Process. That will post their sick times. And at this point, I can go back. If I'd like to process other days, just click the back button, change my date forward one day to be the 26th, and move forward and basically do the same thing. So if Wayne were sick again on the next day, I could choose him and process and continue in that manner. Another way to batch post time is to enter those sick days into the employee's planned time off area. That's here in the Benefits tab. If you enter the planned time off here, you can just record the dates that a person was sick. I'll record 3 days for individual people. I'll say Gomez was out the rest of that week, and his normal work schedule is 8 to 4 for sick time. That was his day out that day. That was Wednesday. I can copy this to Thursday and Friday if I'd like by just clicking the Copy Day button. Record these times for this employee, save that information, and then move to the next employee. If I had Mary out anytime that week, I could record planned time off and again make her time in and time out equal to what I'd like to use for the pay code sick time. That will give her 8 hours of sick time right there. Used on the 27th. Save that and continue on to enter all of the times for each employee. Once you've got all of those planned benefit times entered, then at the end of your pay period normally you would use Batch Post Time Card, and here choose Planned Benefits. You'd want to say as employed as of that week, and you'd want to say the week range you're looking at would be the 25th through the 29th. So we've got July 25th through July 29th, and I'm looking for just sick time. So I want to use the pay code sick time, and I'm using planned benefits. This lets me batch post them all at once rather than one day at a time in the normal batch post. So when I go next, I'll see my 3 entries that I put in for Gomez and the one I put in for Mary. I can simply select them all at this point and process them, and it will post all of those into their time cards. So let's review the time card for Mary Anderson. Here she's got an entry of sick time on Wednesday the 27th. And let's go back to Gomez Adams and review his time card. You'll see here's the rest of the sick time for him, 27th, 28th, and 29th, posted there. And those are the ways that you can post sick time or absent days for an individual time card to an employee or as a batch.